Here we are, we're actually streaming. So, hello and welcome everyone to... Oh, I need to mute myself, jeez. Welcome, hello everyone, to our M2 Challenge at Zolder, which is one of the last few Discord series races for this season before we go into career mode. 1 minute left of free practice now. We will catch you when qualifying starts. It's looking as a pretty decent grid. We've got 15 cars here for today. I got Jay, my fellow GT4 champion, in the booth with me today.
Welcome.
And yeah, this can be two 30-minute sprint races. We got, I think, 10 minutes of qualifying to decide the grid for race 1, and I believe it's reverse grid for race 2. Just them two today. Just them two today, which is why you see such an influx of a certain German car brand. If you see Darkness just absolutely... That's an interesting line through Chicken, let's put it that way. Darkness, one of the, he has some and he has the wall.
Oh dear.
ACC open lobbies. Let's go.
Oh,
We have a few drivers I haven't seen before, at least, which is always nice to see that the community is expanding with career mode going live next week and this week for patrons. Shameless plug, you should totally go subscribe to the Patreon. My card definitely didn't work, so I definitely didn't subscribe. Yeah, but you got the usual suspects up towards the top. Noah Ackerman, Zeppi and Kelly all in the top 5 now. But we got a certain Hanek as we go here, 15 minutes qualifying, as we have gone green for qualifying. Multiple cars are already going out. We got Noah Ackerman as our first car out in the 23 Rocket BMW. This is one of the nicer liveries. I like this livery. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's
good. It's a very soft livery.
It is.
I like the accents, the purple, the black and white. Go very well, if I'm seeing the correct livery.
Yes, it is. The black, purple, and white is really, really nice. Another car that's out in pits, Mr. Ossi Eloranta. I'm gonna mispronounce that name all the time. Also, really, really pretty livery. He is a newcomer to the league, I believe. Let's see who else do we have. We still have Joel Kelly in the Team Pro. He's a usual suspect here. He won the mini endurance race at Alton Park, I believe. So congrats to him. We then have Lucas Hanak, which is also a new driver, I believe. The Czech driver making...
I don't think he's a new driver because he has a ballast penalty.
He has a ballast penalty, and then
well,
so
not a penalty, but handicap, yeah. So he has done some races, I do believe.
Must have been. Then we got Will Gossel, one of our favorites. I see he heads down the first straight now through chicane, and he is also one that's really, really often here. Then we have Peter Lupetzt, which I'm gonna mispronounce that name constantly because I'm talking English and not German. I think he's also relatively new here. I could be wrong. Then we of course have Ben Gilroy. He's also a usual comer here. Andres Naku, also one of the new ones, I believe. He has a reduced ballast, so he's not new, I would believe. Mr. Krabby over there is new, it seems. No ballast penalty for him. 33 kilos taken off Naku here. And then we of course have Darkness, who is a regular, let's put it that way.
It's already a yellow flag. I believe it's Mark Mass that has gone off and has reset back to the pits.
That did not take long, let's put it that way.
Oh
god, that livery!
I mean, gotta give fairness, Solder is a very tricky track. It's very technical. You have that technical chicane in
that chicane is so fun to just bomb over, just like sending it through.
Yeah,
maybe not.
And
maybe
second chicane, which is arguably even worse to encounter because you have the right hander right after it, which is, in my opinion, the trickiest corner on the track to get right because you can so often overshoot the chicane or even just get a track limits penalty.
Just overshooting the chicane already kills your run out of that corner, which is takes you all the way down to Boulderbergbocht, which is that first hairpin before the third chicane. Well, yeah, third chicane to go through turn 1 bocht. If you mess up that chicane, you lose so much speed through there. It's uncanny. So now we have Mr. Mark Mid. I just said Mark Mid. I can't call him that,
Oh,
can I?
No.
Mark
I
Bass.
do not condone with that.
And one of the, arguably one of the worst liveries I've seen in a while, but we respect everyone's liveries here. He's technically on provisional pole, which I heavily doubt. As we see, Noah Ackerman is on his first lap. He has invalidated his previous lap. He's already 5 tenths down, which does not seem good for him. Nobody said a lap yet. Noah Ackerman
No.
seeming to be on a really, really slow lap, showing our telemetry. Maybe that's just a change. Maybe, who knows. Everyone's saying their first laps now, so we have a yellow flag somewhere. I do not know where that is. And we go back green. Oh, then Lupert's, Mr. Pedro Lupert's on top with a 42.965. That's our first valid lap. He's a decent front runner. Will we see him in pole? Maybe, maybe not, but he is pretty quick.
I do have a feeling that time is going to be beaten the moment Lucas comes across the line. He does look like he's flying. Unless he's had track limits again, like he did on the first lap.
He could well have. His previous lap, which was invalid, was a 44.19 in that all carbon 77. Thus, we see other drivers are going to be coming across the line relatively soon. As we see Swingley taking second with a purple sector 1, 43.93, puts him into second with a 9/10 gap to Lupetst. As you see, Lucas Hanek, let's see what he does. He was fastest. Ackerman to the top with a 42 flat. We see Hanek on
Be
to
beaten by Hanek for 41 flat. That is a
beast
that's
of a lap. That's a really fine lap. Noah
I said he
Ackerman,
was flying, and he was flying.
very much. He goes to the top of the board as we see Joel Kelly putting into P3 with a 42.6 in that Team Pro BMW. As we see some other cars maybe coming in, as we see Ossi Eloranta. I still can't pronounce. That's a beautiful livery. That 41. That's a really pretty
Yeah.
one. He's in P5 currently. As we see, Will Gossel jump to P6. Naku goes into P8 with 6 seconds gap to the lead. See, oh, there we go. Uzebi and Dirk, P4 and P5 respectively. 42.7, 42.8, really closely matched
Hanek
there.
is going quicker on this lap. He's already 3 temps up. coming
3
through
tenths
the
up, yeah.
Second chicane. He's lost a little bit of time on the exit. He also took a lot of curb as well in the chicane. I don't think this invalidated his lap, however.
Doesn't seem so. He's still a 10th and a half up. As we see, Lupert is also 6 tenths up. Will he improve 7 tenths as we speak? There we go.
Yeah, there'll be a fight for pole then.
Very much could. You see Lupert, he just loses 4 tenths there. That's a very
Ah,
big loss there. Still two
spoke too soon then.
commentator's curse. Still two drivers to set laps. Harry Goswell, and Naku. No, Naku sets a lap. Sorry, we just need Goswell to.
He's about to set another benchmark.
And he improves with 3 tenths, I think. And he still improves through turn 1. He loses a bit on the exit there. As we see Nikkanen, a 2.5 up. As we see him go through Lucian Bianchi Bocht. Towards Kleine Chicane as we go here. Down towards the front. First straight now here. Through chicane, how does he do? Gets it along that right side curb and into the gravel he goes. Spins it around, that'll be a yellow. So that ends his lap prematurely. Back to the pits he goes. So as we speak, Joel Kelly, he is on 5 tenths up now. Noah Ackerman is also looking to improve. Into the Villeneuve chicane he goes. Let's see how that goes for him.
See Naku going off into the gravel in T2. He's all fine back on the track, however. That'll be his lap gone.
So there comes Kelly out of Terlemon Bocht. Let's see where he comes down towards the hairpin. Still 4/10 up. Let's see how much he gains out of the hairpin. Easy place to gain time. Still 4/10 up. He actually loses a bit of time through there. So as we see, Uzebi is 6/10 up actually. If Joe Kelly gets his final chicane right, he could jump up to P2, which I doubt. He's losing time. He stays P3.
41 as well is off at the first chicane. Just going slowly now. I am assuming he just made a mistake and got in the gravel.
It would seem so. Personal best last lap around. See another car that's approaching him quickly. Wonder if he gets to the blue flags. I think that's Goswell. No, it's not. It's not Goswell. I think it might be Gossel.
They got darkness. Rams.
Darkness.
He was on a good lap as well before.
Oh, it's darkness. I
slightly distracted probably from the slower car ahead.
Would make sense. Swingley 3/10 up as he heads out of Terlemon's bocht now. Oh, he loses a bit. He's lost 2/10 now, down to just 2/10 improvement so far. Lupert is also 2/10 up. The final two sectors really seem to be where you lose the most time.
Yeah.
Everyone goes up. Good few tenths in the first two sectors. Maybe it's the first two sectors where you gain the most time. Or
it could be the way you use the tyres, perhaps overheating the rears just a little bit when you need the traction the most coming out of some of the slower corners in the final sector, especially the last chicane.
Yeah, the last
and
chicane.
It's all about carrying the momentum through these not as powerful cars as you typically would see.
Definitely some of the more underpowered cars of the series. I don't even think they classify for GT4, do they?
No, they do not.
So I believe that's the slowest cars in ACC, as we see Swingley go a bit wide into turn 2. As you say that Lupert's 5/10 up on his lap. He comes through the Jochen Rindbocht, which one of the few Belgian F1 drivers, I believe, into the Jackie X bocht, which I need to improve my Dutch. I'm actually lacking. I can't speak. He goes a bit wide out of the final corner, still a few tenths up. Where will this put him? He stays P5. I say that Nikon a full second up now as he goes into the hairpin.
So as well, with just under 4 minutes left, I do reckon the battle will be...
Oh, we got yellow. That's Goswell. Goswell down Boulderberg bocht. I'm just gonna call it Boulderberg. I can't be bothered to say bocht after everything. No, see Nikon, he has lost time now. He's probably lost time from when Harry was lost time. Let's see that there. Can we see that from the cameras? Yeah, he goes wide. He's trying to avoid Goswell. That lost him basically his lap. If he had kept that lap, he would be in P7. No, P8, sorry. So that would be ahead of Goswell. Do we call this rigging?
No.
Oh, as we see him go very, very wide. He hits the inside wall there in turn 3. Out until the gravel he goes. Will he loop it around? No, he goes straight back to the garage. Goswell 6/10 up now. Let's see how that goes for him. Out of turn 3, go towards small chicane in Dutch. As we see Eloranta there in that beautiful... Is that a painting? I feel like it's a Van Gogh painting that's based off of Harry coming 2 wheels off the ground there through the chicane.
He is sending it.
Is probably his second to last lap now if he wants to make it.
He's invalidated.
Yeah, he's invalidated there through Villeneuve chicane. Hold 9/10 up before he invalidates there.
But there's still time for him to find if he has the tyres in it, or has the fuel to get round to do one more flying lap. But that is saying he has traffic ahead of him.
That is their P10 Eloranta. That what shall we say? He's in P10. He also wants to improve. He's actually
Yeah.
2 tenths up on his lap quick right now. He could jump up ahead of Harry. Will he? He will. No, he loses at the line. P9 for him now.
So only 3 tenths, sorry, behind our Harry. But Harry might be trying to use Alaranta to slipstream, which will be hugely beneficial in these slower cars.
Very much.
As Alaranta again on the gravel in the exit of T2. Keeps it on the road. But Harry, he is 9 tenths up, coming through turn 3 now. This could be a lap to send him towards the front of the grid.
Currently 2.5 seconds off of pole currently. Hanak having a huge lead of a second and a 10th up. Let's
Harry's
see.
absolutely launched it through the chicane. He's almost 1.1 seconds up.
Still valid now, but will Eloranta get in the way? I don't think so. Clean through the first, second, third, Villeneuve.
I think unless Alaranta's improving, which he is actually, but only by a small margin, whereas Harry is still 1.1 seconds up. But
Down to the hairpin.
being right up behind Alaranta is probably going to be a hindrance more than a benefit now.
Yeah, straight until the final chicane is not that long, so I see that with 3 seconds to 1 and qualifying is over. No more laps for them two. 1.3 seconds up. He loses time actually through the chicane. 1 second up. Where will that put him?
Still a very
9
solid lap,
tenths.
it looks like.
We'll put him
It's
P5. P5. It's actually
Solid. Could have
pretty
been more,
impressive.
but that's a good lap.
He could have put it in P4, but he would still need 2 additional tenths onto it.
Yeah. We have also Nyakanen on a 1.1 improvement, coming towards the final chicane as well now. I think he's the last one on a lap. Yes, he's the last one on a lap. No, so it's Lupert. My bad. But no,
Kabi is
probably
also on a
Lupert.
lap. He comes into the Villeneuve chicane now. He's 6 tenths up.
Oh.
See if
I
he can
thought
get
he had already crossed the line. My apologies.
9 tenths up. A full second up after the Villeneuve chicane. Ooh, a bit loose out on the exit though.
Nykanen goes 10th with that lap. Improved by a second, only improved his position by 3.
Eight tenths up though. Lupert's is on not much of an improvement.
No.
Durg is definitely not improving. He might peel into the pits. No, he won't. He will not be improving. 4 tenths down. Krabby though, 1.2 seconds through chicane. Oh, a bit slow.
Curb in the entry.
7 tenths.
Get the rear loose.
7 tenths across the line. 6 tenths and he improves 2
12.
positions.
That's Hanak on pole by 1.1 seconds ahead of Uzebi by 1.3 and Kelly as well 1.3 behind. It's a massive margin to have. I think we know who the favourite for the race might be.
Very much. Dominant performance through qualifying.
Very dominant.
Half a
I
second
reckon he could have
quicker.
gone quicker as well.
Half a second quicker through first sector. As you see, race will be starting very soon. And we will stand by for them. Now for plug time. Discover Uplay, the website to get the best deals for any sim racing games, no matter what you're looking for, if it's the newest, by the greatest developers, or just trying to find old and classic titles. Uplay has you covered, and you'll find extremely cheap prices there for Steam keys. So as drivers finalize their setups and their small little tech things before we get on with the formation lap, 2 times 10-minute races here around Zolder. Arguably, I would say almost the better Belgian track. Everyone knows that Spa is, of course, the big brother.
It's definitely got a lot of history here, Zolder. I always love racing around here as well. It's technical, challenging, but also very short. So the walls are very close as well, not much room for error. And you're going to likely lose a lot of time if you go wide because of the gravel as well, that's on the exits. Proper old school, and I love it.
Very much. It's an extremely fun track any way you race it. Definitely one of my favorites. Would I put it above its Big Brother Spa? Probably not. But still, really,
could
really
get a
nice.
lot of hate if you did.
Granted, you hate me for a lot of things, so.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
20 seconds.
So 20 seconds before we get going. Just a little bit left now. Let's see.
10 seconds.
We could see a pretty epic battle for the two final podium positions because they were very close in qualifying.
Very, very close.
Definitely some would have had more time to find, so perhaps their race pace could be a lot better. But Hanek will definitely be the favourite for race 1.
Wouldn't surprise seeing him be the favorite for this race. We have 30 minutes race, sorry. I thought we had 2 times 10. Apologies. Sorry. As we get the formation lap underway, we'll watch Hanek around here.
There's a lot of big gaps forming on this formation lap as well. Would expect Hanek to start closing the pack back up a little bit, or at least the back of the pack start catching up.
They should be getting command to go too wide after the hairpin, I believe, so
They should be, I believe, as well.
we'll see how that works. As they
Should
now
be a
they will
lot.
start racking up, yeah. Will everyone rack up before we get to the line? Very, very short back straight. You can even call it a
Yeah.
back straight. It's basically the main straight, but with a little chicane added.
They're going to need to catch up pretty quickly if they want to have any form of a chance of gaining any positions into turn 1. Although that's not very likely given how long and sweeping T1 actually is. You tend to think it's a lot faster than what it is.
So, 30 minutes race around Zolder. 16 cars, 16 Beamers, and we go
Green light.
green. We go green Zolder, 30 minutes here. Haddock already covering across towards Ackerman there. Into turn 1 they go. Doesn't seem like there's any chaos back there. Oh no, there is.
724
There
and
is.
279
Oh,
have gone round.
that might be many, many, many cars back there.
It is
That's
just
6 cars, I
swingingly
think.
round.
Will we get a race restart? Oh, there goes another
No,
car
we-
into the wall.
No,
I don't think we will.
Everyone's
We go
moving
4
up
wide,
to
3 turn
91
3.
now.
Oh, there goes Goswell round. Goswell gets tagged there, so we can find him. Goswell. No, that's not Goswell. That's Gossel, I think, or Darkness. No, it was Darkness.
Darkness,
As they
yeah.
struggle to get out
And
22.
Naku.
Lots of incidents there at the start. If we go back there to see the start of the race.
Oh, Kelly was round as well. Didn't even realise Kelly was involved in it.
So let's see the race start. What happens there in the back? Looks like Darkness overestimates his turn 1 breaking point. And then
Yeah.
then just hits 2 other cars as well. Yeah, Darkness overestimates, hit that white BMW and just caused a crash. Mark also having a collision, a separate collision actually, with the not 724,
And then there was more
295.
carnage as well into TN2.
Yeah,
That was 10 out of 10 pronunciation. TN2.
Team 2. I love Team 2. Anyways, Hanek has already pretty good 8 tenths lead onto Ackerman as we start the second lap here.
Already forming a gap as well to Goswell in 4th. He's
Oh,
becoming a
Ackerman
bit detached
loses.
on this train.
Ackerman loses a big chunk of time there through 2 and 3. Through 2 and 3.
I think that's just where Hanek is generally just stronger than everyone else, and
It seems so,
as you
yeah.
say, he was half a second quicker than everyone else there in quali.
Just through sector 1.
Commit more.
Just through sector 1, he was half a second quicker.
Yeah.
He'll
He
continue
just seems
falling.
to be able to commit more into some of the faster corners.
I see a big chunk of drivers there back there. As you see Derek, Gossel, Lupert, and a few others.
Yeah, Goswell has a little bit of a train forming.
Yeah, that's
Oh, no, he's already
behind
passed
Nikinen, I
already.
think.
Yeah, Nikinen has got past him.
But through Nikinen goes defensive into the hairpin, he will concede the position, gets a bad excited Tailorman's bolt, I think.
Yeah.
And Harry's
It
back
almost
into
looked like he
P4.
let him past.
Almost
I
seems so,
wonder.
yeah.
I wonder if he had cut the chicane, or one of the chicanes, and just gave back position, essentially.
Try to look. Nikinen.
Oh, Nikonen's now round. He's looped it, final chicane.
Can't even
So
cancel.
whatever's
the
happened,
replay.
he's now lost. He's now back fighting with Valoranta and Mark Mass.
It didn't even
There's
look
your
like
one and only.
Nikinen lost too much time through the chicane, actually. Nikinen now
no.
just head back to P10.
Yeah. You see, Hanak just walked away. He'll continue pulling that gap. It's now Derg just holding this train up the battle for P5 with Lupertz and Gossel. As Derg just goes into the gravel, loses 2 places out of it, down to 7th. Lupertz up to 5th and Gossel up to 6th. I like the sharp livery as well of the 87.
Yeah, Can we even say on stream short cup? Is that allowed?
I think we can just about get away with it.
I mean, I've gotten away with worse in Arska, so.
This is also RCA. This is not RCA, sorry.
ACM, this is ACC. Those bluey liveries are really, really nice, honestly.
Yeah.
As we see, Goswell. No, where's Goswell? He's falling back, I think.
Goswell's down in 8th, just detached, just ahead of Valorant a bit.
So Lupert's leading that train. I don't think they'll catch up to the podium. I think Ackerman is have those two locked down. Something's happened to Kelly. He's fallen way far down. It's probably on lap 1. He got caught up.
That
in
was
something.
lap 1, yeah, he got caught up in the incident.
I just
No
realized
one
he was
noticed him
off
because I think he was so far off track we didn't see him.
You've messed up so bad when not even the commentators see you.
41's also now round. That is Valoranta. Final chicane.
He seems to have a bit of bonnet damage there. White flag
There's a lot
display
of
for
beat
slow
up beamers
car.
out there now.
I mean, you wouldn't notice. They handle about the same anyways.
Fair enough.
That 41 is a beautiful livery. Would we see them pit? Would we see Eloranta pit though? If he loses too much time. I don't think there's a mandatory pit stop. He gets a big snap of oversteer through turn 2.
Yeah, I don't believe there's... Oh, hello, Mark Mass going into the gravel. Wow.
The Mark Mass trap.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, big. Just loses it there. Not much to say, just goes wide into turn 3. Nothing interesting really.
That's the Mark Mass line. It's normal.
very, very normal.
Hanak is just controlling this race.
3
By far the
seconds
quickest
gap
car on
already.
track.
I don't know. Is there even a second race? I have to check.
I can check that.
Because if there's a second
Otherwise
race and
you-
it's reverse grid, that's gonna be spicy. Oh, Jay,
Yeah.
did you see the amount of incidents we had for us Nürburgring GP second sprint when we did reverse grid? I think we had up towards 60 incidents.
I'm not surprised for Nürburgring.
It was just normal Nürburgring reverse grid. Well, the first race had like 10 or something.
Yeah.
Really, really big incidents list. We had penalties still being given out post race because nobody had time to do the what's it called? To do the penalties.
Hmm. I believe it's just a single race, so you have spread a little bit of misinformation.
We do a little bit
Perhaps.
of trolling.
Instead of two 15-minute races, it's just one long 30-minute race with 15-minute qualifying. No mandatory pit stops, at least. You got that bit of information correct. Would you like a medal?
No thanks.
Oh, I keep the medal for myself.
I don't
then.
do participation medals. Mark would be absolutely rich if we did.
I'll go down to Park Fermi after the race and give him one, don't worry.
Shout out to Mark for getting 100 penalty points and being the first one to do so.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's a horrible thing, but we love it. It gives everyone a good laugh.
We're giving the Kevin Magnussen treatment, shall we?
I think he's already got a race ban coming up.
Oh.
The amount of penalty points. Wouldn't even surprise
Fair
me.
enough,
Because
then.
I might be lying again, but yeah. I think there is a there's a penalty if you get X amount of penalty points. I think it differentiates around, like if you're on Discord Series, Sunday sprints, or mini endurance. I think that
Yeah.
is the
Billy
issue.
in the 34 and 7th is motoring towards this battle for 4th.
Yeah, battle for 6 and
whatever
goes
it's
down
like.
the inside of Dirk there.
Yeah. He is quicker than the cars ahead of him. He might fight his way through, as you say, he's up to 6th now. He's about half a second quicker than Lupert's. So there might still be a race on for at least 4th in this race.
Battle for P2 is
Perhaps.
also heating up. Zebi's starting to
Yeah.
catch Noah Ackerman there. He's keeping a steady 1 second gap. But again, these two are teammates, both RSR drivers, so I doubt they want to get bad blood between them.
Had Billy qualified, he probably would have been near the front of the grid for his pace. He is motoring up towards Gossel.
Usebi did take 2/10 last lap, so that might be about worth looking out for as he loses a bit of time out of the hairpin.
What's the fastest lap even? Because
That is a
Billy's gone for a good
41-1. No, 41-3 now. 41-3 for Hanak.
Billy isn't going to be that far off it with this lap if he keeps it together then.
Maybe not, no.
He's about to set a 41, 41.9 I believe. Still just 42 dead, lost a bit of time behind Gossel as he looks down the inside into T1.
Usebi has taken nearly a second on
Oh,
Ackerman through
Gossel's off,
sector 1.
Gossel's off. Billy's up to 5th, Gossel went wide. Outbroke himself to T1. So as I say, Billy is
just
motoring.
straight off into turn 1, and he does lose position from that. P6 he goes. Means another position for Ben though, which he will be delighted about.
Yeah. You know, there's only just under 19 minutes left of this race. With Gilroy's pace, he might have a outside shot of catching the battle for second if he can dispatch Lupert's quickly and efficiently.
Lupert is 9 seconds off Zebi, so that might be a difficult one to
It
catch.
might be difficult, but the pace is there.
I mean, if Zebi or Noah or Ackerman make a mistake, then he'll be there. With Zebi, we see
Yeah.
going a little bit wide out of the final hairpin. 8 tenths separate those two now. Will we see Zebi going for move for P2? 5.5 seconds up to Hanak, which is granted not ideal if you want to gain Discord. Is this on your Discord series? I think it is.
It is the Discord
I love how
series,
clueless we are about this.
clueless. I was roped into this last minute effectively, and I have my information
Oh,
set.
no, goes very, very wide. Goes wide. Oh, and Zebi a bit loose out of turn 1. Now, will we see an overtake for second? Zebi a very, very aggressive driver. But will he go for the move? First realistic move is probably into the Villeneuve chicane. Maybe into Kleine chicane if you're daring, but I doubt he will. He gets a better exit though.
Yeah, it's very close. Yeah, he won't, unless he wants to send it down the inside, which I don't think he will.
Don't think he will, no. He gets very close into Kleine chicane.
He's a good one
Both
out
jump
there.
out. Oh, he loses the run to Ackerman there, but he can still send it if he dares.
I would advise against it if I were him.
He does not send it.
Probably try and set up for a good exit.
He
Out
will
the
next.
two corners.
Next realistic overtaking point is into the hairpin. He seems to lose the run, which will probably cost him that overtaking opportunity. And it will. He does not go for a move. Will he set the exit? It seems so. Oh, a bit much of the apex curb. We'll lose time from that. Let's see. Lupert and Gilroy also getting very, very close
Gilroy's
to each
up
other.
into fourth now as well. He's just past Lupert's.
Yeah.
It's a 10-second gap with about 16.5 minutes of racing.
Yeah.
If he's quick enough, he might get back at him, but they probably will need to be maybe 1.5 seconds quicker a lap, which is a difficult task.
So do, yeah. You probably won't catch a Zebi 9.5 seconds up to then. As you
Not
see with
unless
Zebi
they
getting
start
very,
back.
very close to Ackerman once again. Will he finally go for a move? And first real overtaking opportunity is down towards Villeneuve chicane. Will he take that opportunity though? That's the question. 2 tenths back. Solder is definitely a difficult track to overtake on. We really only have 3 good overtaking opportunities.
Yeah, very narrow as well when you just don't have a lot of hard braking zones to do much.
Oh, and Ackerman bit wobbly out of the
exit, though.
chicane. Will he put the move on?
With a rear end
No,
just
he will
sliding
not.
up to 29.
Ackerman a bit loose there, but Zebi gets out onto the grass, and that will lose him that time. See, Lupert's actually getting very, very, very close to Gilroy. Just 4 tenths separate there, but it's probably a better battle to watch. Goss also within a second now of Lupert. Lupert? I'm just gonna say English, Lupert. See, Lupert will probably set the exit here. Just go down to Jackie X chicane. Jackie X chicane probably not a good place to overtake. You can, if you have a death wish, but it's one of the quicker chicanes around the track, other than Kleine chicane.
Yeah.
But he will not put a move. Turn 1 you can also go, but again, very, very risky if you want to. Luper's saying a personal best lap that time round. It gets a bit wobbly into turn 1. We'll lose a bit of time on Gilroy there. Gilroy losing time on the front pack. Will we see any overtakes then? We've just passed the halfway mark.
Yeah, Gilroy's pace is definitely just flatlined. He was very quick catching these lobbies, not quick pulling away from them. Perhaps overheated the rears just a tiny bit. As you see the rear also getting a little bit loose at the exit turn 3.
Yeah,
Heading down into the first chicane. I haven't got much experience in these cars, but I would assume just overheating the rears, just even that little bit would have a lot of effect in these cars.
You want to carry as much, you want to carry as much speed through every corner as you can. There's not much acceleration in these cars.
Yeah, so just having those tyres just 1 or 2 degrees, I know that sounds a little bit, just 1 or 2 degrees over, maybe even your tyre pressure just being a little bit too high. You'll just start sliding in those corners, and then your acceleration, your exit is just going to be even worse.
Especially where there's not really a good slow speed corner here. Everything's got pretty decent speed. It's not like you can send an audacious dive bomb. As you see, Kelly is starting to catch up to the pack down behind Mark Mass. Bit of a damaged car, but Mark will still find a way to milk a penalty point out of this. Out of the hairpin they go.
Your race just settled 41.6. His pace has returned.
As you see, Shaw Kelly probably wants to put a move on Mark pretty soon. He probably won't get it done to turn 1 unless he has a big ballsy move, but I doubt he will. He gets a better run out turn 1 though. Turn 2 is not really an overtaking opportunity unless you're in an open lobby. Mark Mass having his hazard lights on.
I mean, I think you'd want them on his car, in all honesty.
Shaw Kelly really desperate to get around there, but will he get around is the question. Klein Chicane is really not really an overtaking place, but Mark is really holding him up. Oh, he gets really wobbly out of the first chicane there.
Do you reckon the hazard lights are a tactic to just distract Kelly a little bit? Give him something that's flashing in his eyes? I don't see anything in the regulations against it, so...
There is a rule against excessive flashing, but I would assume that's just the headlights.
Headlights? I don't think it counts to the taillights, you know?
No, I don't think it does. I just go here towards the hairpin. Mark will go defensive. Will he get it done though? Around the outside?
On the outside, he'll be cutting back to the inside, but it will also put him on the outside for the final
He
chicane.
doesn't get the run. Will he get the slipstream though?
No room.
Mark not really going defensive, basically just letting him past. No.
No?
Not even. He can't even put a move on him into the ear.
No, you can't.
Now here's the question, is Mark just being slow or is he being defensive?
Slow.
I see
I mean,
Kelly
he just had
getting
a
a better
horrible
exit.
exit there. Kelly should get the move done into T1 now.
Yeah. Not
There you
ideal
go.
to be on the inside.
Unless, no, he does get it done. Parks on the apex. Job done.
I see now Goswell close to putting a move onto Dirk there. 210 separate them. Turn 3, Klein Chicane really not a place to put a move. 210 separate
Dirk
them.
really did fall off the back of the leader pack, well, the quote unquote leading pack.
Leading pack bar the top 3.
As Elarantes again spun at T1. The hood cover slightly popping out now. Pretty heavy damage towards the front then.
Oh, Goswell, bad exit through the second part of Villeneuve. Gets a bit loose on the third bit, the exit there. Can he get a move into turn into the hairpin? He looks... No, he can't.
So with just under 10 minutes of the race remaining, Hanek still leads by about 10 seconds ahead of Ackerman, who's 2 seconds ahead of Uzabi in third. Gilroy has made a recovery from 16th all the way up to P4, with Lupert's rounding out the top 5. Gossel 6th, Dirk 7th, Goswell 8th, Swingerling 9th, Kelly 10th, Mass still in 11th, Karabi 12th, Elaranto towards the back end.
Sorry to cut you off there, but Harry's alongside with Dirk. Will he get the move into turn 2? No? Still side by side.
I'm spectating Will thinking it was going to be a move because they've got similar last names. I have finally been caught out by it.
Took you long enough. Says, oh, dirt goes a bit wide into the gravel.
Tried to
and
hang it around the outside.
That will loosen the position there.
Yeah.
So Godswell puts the move onto Dirk there as they go into the first chicane. We've got someone off there. The end of the chicane, don't know who that is. I think that might be Naku. No, it's not even. No, that is S. That's S. No, it's not. No, that's Essie that's into the pit. Ossi Eloranta.
Yeah.
He's into the pits. Wonder if he lost it on the entry or something.
Doug's gone off in the second chicane.
Oh yeah, Eloranta. Big crash on the pit entry. Slams the tire barrier.
Yeah. Oh.
And he is into the pits now from repairs. As you see Dirk trying to put a move onto Harry, trying to get that position back.
Dirk cut the second chicane quite a lot, and it's gotten a lot closer. I don't know if he's outbroke himself into there, but he went straight across the gravel.
Seems like he outbroke himself, yeah. As you go into
Did he gain time from doing it?
That's the question, did he? That's something for his stewards to decide. If Harry can protest that post-race, he might as well. So your pal for P7, Dirk looks for the inside. He will not go for it. Compromises the exit out on the outside of turn 2. Will he get that done? Hangs it. Outside turn 3, will he get it there? Oh, contact between that. That's
contact.
Harry around. Both of them spin out.
Both of them around. Harry in the wall. Doug in
to the
the
boards. That is not good. That might end up with a penalty.
That will happen. I just cut to it and saw death.
Yeah. See there on the replay here. Side by side through turn 2. See from above what happens there. Dirk tries to hang around the outside. He loses on the exit and that he collects Harry with him. That might be... Oh, there goes Harry into the wall again on Kleine Chicane.
Oh. That might be viewed as a racing incident. Harry is now in the pits.
Harry into the pits now as he's crashed again at Kleine Chicane. What happens to him
I
there?
think that might just be viewed as a racing incident.
Oh, too much curb. Jumps in, into the barrier he goes.
It's unfortunate.
And into the pits he is. Now Gossel. This is time it's Gossel, not Goswell.
This time. This time.
7 times down on Lupert's. Will he catch? He didn't gain last lap. But will there be a battle?
A little bit over the last few laps.
If we check back on Gilroy, he's taken nearly 2.5 seconds, but still only 5 minutes left the race, so not much to see there.
Hanak is, I'm assuming, about still 10, 11 seconds.
Yeah, 12 seconds up.
12.6. I think we still have a race to the win, just about.
Maybe. Just need a drive through. Eusebius fallen off the face of the cliff there. He lost huge time to Ackerman, 2.5 seconds behind now.
Yeah, I think they'll be just consolidating their positions at this point. With 5 minutes left, there's not much they can do. Unless someone has an off.
Not at all, no. Now we see Gossel trying to catch Lupert's 5 times down out of Villeneuve. Pretty good exit from Lupert's there, it seems.
I think Naku has gone off yet again.
It seems so, yes.
After the second chicane.
Yeah, and Villeneuve chicane just outbreaks himself. And yeah, just try.
Yeah,
he just
I'm
stops.
assuming he's already a lap down anyway.
Not yet.
No?
It's only 10 seconds off.
Fair enough.
Don't know where the leader is in relation to him.
The leader is coming down the
Yeah,
towards the first
he's
chicane.
still quite a bit away from being lapped.
Fair enough.
Lawrence
I
is
thought I
back out
saw
the
someone
pits.
getting lapped earlier, but I might just be a little bit blind then.
No, Naku is already laps down.
Oh, he is. I wasn't wrong then.
He's 2 laps down on the leader. Mass, Durg, and Krabby also 1 lap down on the leader. With Gossel
Yeah.
and Eloranta both being 2 down. As we jump to Gossel. No, let's hop on with Durg as he tries to make a move on Mark, who's in that position after his crash with Goswell.
Mark has benefited a lot to get in the top 10.
Mr. As I called him before,
Right.
mid. I see that. Is that Naku there on the side?
It's not good. Just
Yeah, Naku getting
let him go.
space.
Yeah.
As you see. Oh, we also have Gossel getting really, really close to Lupert's. Two battles to look out for as we try to switch a bit between them both. And first real overtaking opportunity is into the Villeneuve chicane. Will he put a move down? He definitely could. Will he send it? That's the question. He doesn't even look. Just gives up. Maybe into the hairpin with better fortunes. Maybe into Terramons. Mark once again with his hazard blinkers on.
Interesting tactics from Mark.
Some odd lines as well, as he's not even going defensive. You should probably see Dirk putting on the... Oh, Dirk goes wide, so that's going to lose him time.
Mark only has 2 minutes to defend this position. He's probably at a very good spot, especially with it being difficult to overtake here.
Just a lap or 2 left, I think, as you see Hanak is going into the Villeneuve chicane, so that'll probably be 2 to go. Gossel's trying to get close to Lupert, it's just not working. He's just staying in the 4/10 area behind. So you see Dirk into turn 1. He'll try to go for a move. Oh, a bit slow, gets a bit loose.
That's Naku again in the pits, probably to retire now.
Probably the end of the road for him.
Gossel really isn't that close to Lupert's.
No, he's not gaining.
He needs a mega lap and a half now. As Hanak comes down to take the white flag.
Final lap, yeah.
Leader's on final lap now.
There we go, leader on the final lap. Naku into the box.
Loranta has had another spin at the first chicane, I believe.
Maybe. Can Dirk get past Mark though? That is the question on our minds. Gossel is not catching Lupert's. But can Dirk put a move on with this lap and a half he has? Will he not? Gossel 3/10 behind now. Will he get a run into turn 1? No, he will not. Now, will Dirk put a move into the hairpin? Mark goes defensive. No move, no. We'll see if he can get him on the exit.
Mark is defending his lines really well.
He is. That might be a P9 for Mark at the end of this.
Loranta with a 10-second penalty now.
Probably contact, I would believe.
Yeah.
So can Dirk get the move on Mark before the end of the race? Oh, bad exit out of the final chicane. As you see Hanak get through.
Gossel's close. Gossel is close to Lupert. Lupert's made a mistake at the exit turn 3. Coming in towards the first chicane.
Into
Trying to
chicane
look around the outside.
will not work.
He might get a better exit coming towards the second chicane, however, but they are very close now.
As we look to leaders, Hanak out of the hairpin into the Jackie X chicane. He has led extremely dominantly this race. Just 15 seconds separate them, and Hanak will win the N2 challenge at Zolder.
Leader
As
has
we look
finished race.
further down the track. Gossel trying to put a move onto Lupert, doesn't seem that it's working. Dirk is also desperately going to want to move on Mark. Look at Gossel here. Will he get a move done into the Jackie X chicane? He's way far back. He can't send a move, can he?
Lupert should now hang on to B5 as well.
Unless he makes a
Not
mistake.
unless he should be fine now.
Should be fine,
Gossel
yeah.
does get very close, but they're not close enough.
Ackerman and Zebi round out the podium. Gilroy ends P4, Lupert's P5, Gossel P6 as Derek loses massive time and he goes
goes very wide into hairpin.
very deep into the hairpin. That will be game over for him. So, Swingley across the line, P7, Kelly across the line for P8. We see Mark going into Jackie X chicane. That will be a P9 for him. All this still pending post-race spec or whatever. Post-race tech and penalties. Mark grabs P9, Durgan P10, Krabi in P11. No, that's Elantar.
Yeah.
Eloranta
Eloranta's
into
12.
Krabi into
Krabi will be
P11. And Naku going through Taylor Montsbocht as he goes down towards the chicane.
No.
He has a drive-through, but
I don't know where he picked that up, but is that Mark Mass attempting donuts? I see.
he's not very good.
I think he's still got traction control on, unless he's turned it off.
Or maybe he's just
Oh no,
not
he turned it
enough
off. He
power.
turned it off.
There's not even enough power in those things.
Not even enough power.
He can't even
Just
drift
use some
through a
drift.
corner. See, Naku will finish off his race. Naku goes into the pits.
See, I don't
Interesting.
think Mark can do a donut because he can only loop the car when he's actually racing the car.
So I think it's just
very
this race. There's no second race, right?
No second race, it shouldn't be.
No second race, no. So that
Unless
is...
some told unless some told otherwise, and the event tab is wrong and the championship tab is wrong.
But I think that will end off the race here today. M2 challenge around round all as everyone hops into the pits to finish off their race. That was a great race, everyone. Thanks for hopping on. Career mode has launched today for Patreons. Career mode will go public for everyone next week. We'll see you then. Albert, Dyer, Jay Clark in the booth. Yeah, that's it for today.